My name's Michael Goldman. I'm coming to you from Western Massachusetts in the Eastern United States in New England. It is a crisp spring day, and I've translated 16 books of Danish literature, about half poetry, half prose, including the Copenhagen trilogy, which has been getting a lot of attention recently. And what I'd like to share with you today is one poem by Knud Sørensen. So Knud Sørensen, here's the rendering of Knud Sørensen. He's an elder statesman of Danish literature. He just turned 93. He came to writing from being a land surveyor. And when he experienced firsthand the transition, the rather traumatic transition in the 60s and 70s of small family farms being transformed into corporate farming, he saw this ground shift in Danish society and in the family structure. And he wrote poems about it, which became later my translation of this Farming Dreams. He also wrote stories and novels and essays. A couple of years ago, I translated the best of the short stories, The Way It Seems. These are all farming stories. But in the last 10 years, he's expanded into writing more about, in his 80s and 90s, more meditations on the human relation to nature on a larger scale. And I'd like to share one poem by Knud Sørensen that he wrote for the grand opening of Nationalpark Thy National Park, which is a conservation area on the northwestern shoulder of Jylland, Northwest Jutland on the coast, which is a landscape of sand dunes, cliffs, marshes, heaths, pine forests. There's also 5 restored German bunkers from World War II there. So he wrote this poem, and it was read at the grand opening. I'll read the first stanza in Danish, and then I'll read the whole poem for you. Nationalpark Thy 1. En gang var den stivnede klit en byge af sandskorn, der fyldte blæsten op. En gang var et hvert af de træer, der i dag gør landskabet loddent, kun en drøm om et frø. En gang var hjelmen kun spinkle strå, som synes fortabt i det ørkenlignende. En gang synes det umuligt at drage grænsen mellem natur og kultur, at forene menneskets natur med naturens menneske i en fælles drøm om mangfoldighed. Thy National Park. 1. Once this solidified cliff was a shower of sand grains filling the wind. Once every one of these trees, which today make the landscape jagged, was only a dream of a seed. Once the dune grass was only thin stems, which seemed lost in the barrenness. Once it seemed impossible to draw a line between nature and culture, to unify human nature with nature's human in a mutual dream of multitudinousness. 2. Here the barley bows its head, creating a slow wave across the field at the foot of the dunes. Here the crowberry's millions of black globes. Here the fireweed with its intrepid flowers. Here the green grass which gives the cows' bellies its rumble. And then also, the most Danish of all, the lark, up in the salt-scented sky over the sandy heath. But also the many lakes reflecting in blue the eternity no one can hold in their hands. 3, walk quietly through the landscape, which centuries formed. Go observantly, go listening, bringing with you your sense of smell, which here is liberated. And a crane takes flight somewhere behind you, and a black-backed gull chatters across several horizons. And now on my cheek, I feel that breeze, which here was the creator. And the creator creeps into my ear, whispering, all I demand is humility. Thank you very much. That's Knud Sørensen. This is new and selected poems of Knud Sørensen. It's bilingual. It's in Danish and in English.